Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new i525 irons from Ping. These are the new distance irons that Ping have brought out that are really aimed in a kind of a more better players package. So let's have a hit with these, see what they're all about and see how they compare to my current clubs. Let's get started. So this iron has literally just been released today, and essentially what it is offering is a distance iron for the better player. So that kind of lower handicap golfer, you know, wants a club that doesn't look chunky and sort of game forgiving, but maybe needs that kind of club that helps them get a little bit more distance. So going through some of the tech that Ping are offering in this iron, we have the forged club face built into the kind of club. So it's not the whole club that is forged, it's just that club face that has got the forged metal. So they've also designed very specifically placement of this EVO polymer, which basically is there to kind of increase and improve the sound and feel as you hit shots. The lovely kind of taupe satin finish on this, which is their Hydro Pearl finish, which also then, you know, tries to take the water away from the club face, so you get less chance of flyers and a more consistent distance from the shots. That's still there for this club, as we've seen from other models of Ping in the last couple of years. And we also still have the Micro Max grooves that we started to see on the i525 irons late last year. So that is obviously there to be designed to increase the amount of grooves on the club face, but also to increase the spin and create a more consistent spin when you're hitting shots as well. And as you're seeing, like every golf club that Ping make currently, there has a tungsten weight. So what that does is it tries to create a larger perimeter weighting, which makes the club, although it's a smaller package, still just as forgiving as some of the larger club heads out there. I won't go through all the specs of the set of irons, but I will attach them at the end of the video. I've got the 7 iron here, which I'm going to have a hit with. That is lofted at 30.5 degrees. And I've got it just set up in my spec, which is a blue dot lie angle, which is 1 degree upright, and standard length Project X LS stiff shaft. So let's have a little hit with these irons now. I've got a set up at Pebble Beach. So we've got 160 into the hole, pin tucked behind the bunker on the right. So we're going to see how these clubs can do from that range. Let's have a hit, see how it gets on. So it looks down behind the ball, lovely. Again, a little bit bigger than the i525 iron, but again, I can really tell by a look at those Micro Max grooves. It just gives it a little bit different look down behind the ball. Those grooves really do look quite compact, tight together. Oh, that was a nice skinny one to start. That was a better one. Yeah, loads of height on that one. Stopping nice and quick. Some numbers, so we've got just under 5,500 backspin. We've got 165 total distance, 160 carry. Launching at 22. So again, I always launch the ball quite high. These are lofted, relatively strong for a modern kind of 7 iron, but I'm getting no problems getting the ball up in the air and getting it coming down soft. Good balance. That's bunker. Again, loads of height. Decent backspin. It's a little lower than I'd expect, much lower than my current irons, which are those Wilson Staff CBs. They spin around 6,000–7,000 RPM. These are spinning around 5,000 currently, so much lower backspin. That's a small target apparently. So you see, like even on indoor simulated like this, those greens are set up quite firm. So I know if the ball can stop on these greens, it's going to have no problem stopping out on the courses round by us. Yeah, it's got quite a loud noise to it. Obviously that's that hollow design, so there isn't a lot behind that club face. So when you hit it, it really does come off with quite a loud crack. But I actually quite like that. It feels powerful, doesn't sound too firm or too cheap. It's still got a lovely solid feel when you hit these shots. Yeah, absolutely loads of height coming down steep. Pretty consistent distances as well. When I hit it well, it's coming out about 160. I'm about 150, 155 with my other irons, so these are going out a little bit longer, I'd say. Gave that one a little bit extra. Bang on 160 again. So yeah, these do just feel very, very consistent, very nice. Again, nice thin top line. The sole isn't too chunky, it's a little bit wider than you get from a blade, so that sort of gives me that little bit of confidence that these aren't just going to dig into soft turf. Got a little bit of help down there. Very consistent flight, very consistent distance, exactly what you want from a better player's iron. Really impressed by these so far. Drift to the right again. But you know, that was slightly mishit, slightly open face, but it only dropped off by maybe, we're looking 3 yards. So yeah, definitely believing that slight more forgiveness with these. You know, I'd have no problem gaming them just by going by eye and going by the feel as I hit them. I think they're really, really nice. So let's have a look at the numbers now and see exactly what they're doing. For me, knowing what my numbers are with my current clubs, these are certainly a little bit more powerful. They're coming out a little bit further. So I'm getting an average carry of 161, average total distance 165, which is pretty good for me. Like I said, average distance from my current irons is about 150 to 155. Spin is definitely down a little bit. I'm at just under 5,500 RPM with these with this 7 iron. My average spin with my current irons is around 6,500 to 7,000 RPM. So these are considerably lower, probably a good 1,000 RPM less. But the launch is still good, so I'm still getting a nice high 22-degree launch. So overall my flight is nice and high, coming down nice and steep, and it's got plenty of stopping power up the other end. So I'm not going to be worrying about these balls stopping on a firm green. They're going to do that for me. I might be slightly worried that I could potentially get a bit more of a flyer if I'm hitting out of the rough, or if I'm hitting out of really wet turf, so that, or if it's raining. But otherwise, yeah, very good irons, very consistent numbers across the board. And you can see by my dispersion there, it's actually pretty consistent in terms of where the ball's ending up. So would I game these irons? Absolutely. Should you go and try them? I think you definitely should. If you're looking for that distance iron, but you want that slightly more compact head, go and get fitted, try them out for yourself, see what you think. Thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy that video, please do hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't already and new to the channel, do consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the little subscribe button and the little bell icon next to it, and you'll get notified for every new video I post. If you want to see more videos like this, put down in the comments down below what video and what review you would like to see, and I'll try and get round to doing it soon. Thanks again for watching, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.